Such a wholesome Christmassy movie.
There's a lot of deleted scenes.
No,
I would have changed it. There was a fist fight between Judy and I.
No, there's not.
Very practical
He
effects.
is doing a bit right now.
It's a bit.
I love bits. I love bits.
You love bits.
Now that's a pageant I'd actually like to see.
Can you just talk about building that chemistry and making the comedy work with all these younger actors on set?
Sometimes I cheat a little and I don't want to meet, I didn't necessarily want to spend much time with the Herdmans before I had my first scenes with them because I thought it would add to my feeling of overwhelm.
The Herdmans are absolutely the worst kids in the history of the world.
But the truth is, our actors in this movie, all the actors who played those roles were so good, and they were actually really chill. I accidentally wandered into the schoolroom one day and they were all actually doing schoolwork.
Oh, cute.
Method, very
nerd.
Very method.
They were so great.
We were very fortunate to be able to find these kids, because finding kids that can bring the funny as well as the heart and the emotion is not easy at all. If you look back at the Christmas classics of 20, 30 years ago, whether it's Elf or Home Alone, you remember the kids. We really got a cast that elevated the material. It's a landmine to try and make this book, because the book is so beloved. The stage play is so beloved, but the cast really is special.
It might be the first Christmas pageant in history where Joseph and the wise men get in a fight and Mary hightails it with the baby.
$5 say they burned down the manger.
Playing within the comedy of this world and keeping it wholesome, keeping it PG,
It was threading the needle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to make a family movie that's honest and real about the Christmas story, but you also want to do something that's funny. Dallas and Judy and I love going everywhere with our comedy, but knowing that we had to keep it in this lane, I think it actually makes it more interesting than a movie where you could kind of do anything.
Yeah.
And to get the tone just right was a thrill.
It's very funny, very nostalgic, and like you said, a movie that reminds you of your childhood. That was very key for us in the movie. It should feel like everyone can identify with some part of this. And you don't know exactly what decade it is. It just feels like nostalgia.
really seals in the flavor.
Yeah.
Seals in the flavor. I fight crime with a rubber suit on.
It's going to be the best Christmas pageant ever.